I'm a little shaken by what happened and the fact that we may have just saved a little girl, possibly from a pedophile. My friend and I decided to go for a walk, and we took a shortcut through a narrow little alley. It's part of an older part of town, so there's little courtyards everywhere, but there was nobody else around. So we were just walking and chatting, and all of a sudden, this guy on a skateboard goes zooming past us. About 5 minutes later, we came across this little girl. She was hysterically crying, was all by herself, and she was just yelling for her dad, just yelling. You could tell she was terrified. You could tell that she didn't know where to go or what to do. And when we looked behind her, there was a man walking really fast, probably a stranger. Didn't look like she knew him. My friend and I and another woman immediately went over to her, but the man was still following her. So, of course, my first thought was, he's after her. So we started talking to her. We found out that she was only 8 years old, and apparently she was walking home from school with her dad, who was on a skateboard, and she had told him that she wanted to walk on her own. So he went ahead and skated on without her. And once he got out of sight, she got terrified and started looking for him. But the next part is what was terrifying. So while we were trying to calm her down, that strange man that had been walking behind her, yeah, he walked up to us and he told her that he had a car and he was going to drive her home and told her to get in. Of course, we weren't going to let that happen. We all told him no, that it was fine, that we had it handled, but he would not stop. He would not walk away. It took us several times to get him to leave, despite 3 adult women telling him that everything was fine. This man was not leaving. And honestly, I still keep thinking about what could have happened had we not been there. It did make me realize one really important thing. We're never going to be able to prepare for every single situation that our kids might face. There's only things that we can do to make sure that they don't ever have to face those situations by themselves. So of course, when I got home, I started looking for ways to keep my own daughter safe. So that's when I found Find My Kids. So now I always know where she is. I know when she arrives at home. I know when she arrives to school. If she ever feels scared or unsafe, she can just press the SOS button and I'm going to know immediately. It's also got parental controls, which is just icing on the cake. I know it's going to be more than just another app for me. It just gives me one more peace of mind knowing that there's another layer of connection between her and I, even if we're not together. She's old enough to walk home on her own. She's old enough to hang out with friends on her own. She can walk to school on her own. And now that it's summer, I've been allowing her to stay out a little bit later in the evenings, which I know a lot of other parents are too. So with that being said, I really encourage all other parents to get the Find My Kids downloaded. It's better to have it before you need it. Hopefully you'll never have to use any of those emergency features. But if one day you do and it helps you find your kid just a few minutes earlier, or if it allows your child to give you a way to know that they need help, then the app's already been worth it.